330! 330!
Nice pop, Danny.
Thanks, Coach.
In practice, we don't hit the fellows with the red shirts on.
Don't hit the actors really means don't hit Keanu.
That's a good rule.
That's what that means, okay? So for us, at any given point, we could get our bell rung by, one of the real football players. So it's fun, and we're actually, I must admit, we're having a good time, doing it, but it's not just like a pickup football game. There's still a guy 6'4", 220 across from you who's gonna hit you if you catch the ball, and that's what we do all day.
For me, it was important to look authentic.
Game time here, baby.
Yeah, here we go. Give me a football, please.
So I had some great teachers who worked on footwork and then passing and then dealing with your eyes, how to approach the line, worked on cadences, a lot of handoffs, left, right, fakes, rolling left, rolling right. Then we had 3 weeks at football camp before beginning the picture.
They lifted in the morning, they watched film with us, we took them on the field, we ran through the plays. It was a regular football camp.
Worked with T.J. Rubley, who was an excellent teacher. T.J. Rubley, ladies and gentlemen.
He'll ask me a situation, what am I thinking, what am I feeling in this situation, and I'll just share some of the things I've gone through or some of the guys I've played with have gone through.
Mark ELLIS.
My job is to assemble a football team, a real football team, and also incorporate the actors on the film.
That's the way to hit somebody, Dad! That's the way!
That's the way to be a hitter! That's the way to be a hitter! And get them in football shape and make sure that they can do as much of their own stuff, stunts included, as they can, and make this football real.
Now that is a hit!
We have got a 45-man roster. Every single one of our guys have played professional football at one level or another, whether it was NFL, Arena, Canadian Football League.
Played Oklahoma State, Houston Oilers, Dolphins, Green Bay Packers.
These guys have tried out. We tried out over 300, 500 guys for these 45 positions. Once he picks his hole, it's you against him. He tries to get through the hole, and you make sure you knock him back through the hole.
You want me to tee off on him, or?
No, we're going to start it just like we did.
Oh, okay. Are you going to shoot second unit that?
Damn right.
Okay, see how it works? I come in for the close-up, and my double-tied champagne takes the pain.
Alan Graff is a guy that brought me in the business. He is the best in the business. My mentor, he's been in the business for 27 years. This is his 13th football movie.
We got 44 plays in this movie. That's a lot of plays. This is the last play. It's a fake field goal. Shane picks up the ball and runs.
Falco still has it. Look at this, man. He's running with it.
Into the end zone.
Touchdown, Sentinel!
By Shane Falco.
This is a comedy, but yet I always tell the directors and the producers who I work with that always make the football real and let the comedy or whatever come out of the characters. Don't let the football be funny. Make the football be real. It's choreographed, but it's real football. When I first met these players, I had to teach them. They didn't understand what that meant, choreographed. Yes, we know where the ball's going, and yes, we know who makes the tackle or who throws the ball, but it's getting to there that makes that real. It's full contact hitting.
They gave me every opportunity to be the best quarterback I could be, which for me, and also spending time with these guys, learning their stories, learning about what it was like to play pro ball, what were the dynamics, what do you need to do as a quarterback.
One of the key elements is getting that emotional level that allows you to break through physical barriers, pain barriers, and that sort of gets the whole team to gel as a group.
After a while, it was cool. Just they'd let me play with the football players because I got quick enough to do it. When I first did it, I'd turn the hand the ball out, and the guy'd be like, he'd be like waiting for me, come out from under center, and he'd just be like, or he'd run by me, or I'd run into him.
They're amazed at how fast the game really is. And once you put them on their spot and you ask them to get right in the middle of it and do the stuff, their eyes get about that wide when they see these big guys flying around them all over the place.
Yeah, it's a pretty devastating sport. With the 3 weeks of camp, I remember, everyone getting taped up and then just the attrition that would occur over the course of a week in training.
To work, baby.
I found myself in the ice tub, and I remember one of the linemen coming up going, hey, can you get us a bigger tub?
The first week, we all had ice here and ice here.
Guys breaking bones and getting hit. What it was like to have chalk talk, and what it was like to have two-a-days. And learning, getting the dynamics with your linemen and your backs and your wide receivers, dealing with your coach. I mean, it's pretty intense. And so some of the defensive guys, there was this one cat, I don't recall his name, he's on defense, so but, you know what I mean? That's the other, I don't know, defense, whatever. Just get us the ball. And they just say, go score, punk. I mean, I didn't play football in high school.
High school, but I was one of those four downers. My father was in the stands like, get in the game! Get your ass in the game! Get in the game! I wasn't real good.
Yes, I did play football before I got into acting, so doing this movie, it comes natural.
What happened with football? I don't know. I just grew up playing hockey. That was my sport.
Black 32!
Oh, and then I remember going under center, the old, I didn't know that you got to be a little gentle under the, because I would just go, okay, here we are! And he'd, don't do that, Shane. Do that again.
I like Keanu because I like that left-handed. He's that left-handed kind of guy, and he's got a good arm. He's got a great arm. He's real athletic.
Oh, that's good shot.
He could be drafted. Here at Raven Stadium, the Baltimore Ravens, Gene Upshaw, the player personnel guy, was looking at him the other day and wanted him to have a tryout. So that got a pretty good laugh out of everybody. I'm not so sure he wants to take the hits from these big guys, but he can throw it good enough.
During preseason with the Baltimore Ravens, and they let us go in during halftime and shoot. So it was pretty insane.
Yeah, that was one of the biggest highs I've ever had in filmmaking. They allowed me to have 9.5, they said 12 minutes, but they lied. and I had actually 9.5 minutes. We went and rehearsed 4 plays for 5 days. And I had 5 camera positions, 5 camera operators. And we went to Annapolis, rehearsed everything, all the plays, the timing, running down the field with, 90 extras, 60 football players, coming out at halftime at a Ravens game.
In terms of our crew, we were close to 500 people between sideline players, the football players, and all the camera crews.
And we shot 45 setups in 9.5 minutes and shot 4 plays. Most spectacular high that any of us have ever had. That
was actually really great because I got to, call a play and be on the line, and there were 60,000 people there. So it was great to hear the cheers and the roars and to get that rush.
I'm not just some Hollywood chaboni coming here and trying to tell real football players how to play. They respect the fact that I really played and I have the background I have because they know I know what I'm talking about.
The actors have a new respect for the football players, and the football players have a new respect for the actors. So it's a good mesh.
Pain heals. Chicks dig scars. Glory lasts forever.
Right on, Shane. Right on, baby. Right on. Hey!